Greetings, Jedi traders. David here of TradingFibs.com to bring you the daily trend for week 10. Day 4 is Thursday, March 9, 2017. As always, please seek financial advisement when trading with your money, as these videos are for educational purposes only. To support your knowledge in the market, see what's going through my head on any given day. Always make sure you have a solid trading plan and always manage your stop when placing a trade. All right, it was... I am speechless. There we go. There's our theme for today. V, the final battle. If you guys remember that TV show for the March contract. My gosh. Huge V reversal today as price action finally gave way and made its way back upside as they battled out the contract. Most of the volume will start to shift tomorrow into the June contract. So let's get right into the charts. As we saw them today, screen share pre-market. It was the daily trend, daily outlook. As I post there 15 minutes prior, VIX was pretty flat, 1184, actually finishing upside today on the VIX. Go figure that. VIX up and price action back up. Oh well, that's the way she rolls. Screen share this morning after crude getting annihilated yesterday. Let's get that crude picture up here. Actually, let's pull this. There we go. All right, so screen share. CL was chopping it up at the VWAP, holding already under 50. Gold was in a flat. Yen was already down, but the indices just pretty much chopping overnight. And so that's where we are pre-market. NASDAQ, we were looking upside to 53.71. Not almost by it. Actually, if we go back here, yep, we did. We tagged that 53.71. So that was really our upper level. 53.52 after that drop down. We went far extended beyond that, actually down in between almost to about 35. So in between there after an MML reset on the 15-minute chart. Let's take a look at the short-term pick here. As we saw the NQ pre-market, we're looking at the levels downside, 53.51, 53.71. But NQ, let's pull up the 15-minute there after reset. So note the 53.51 down. Oh, wrong chart. That's ES. Let's get the NQ. There we go. 53.51. So side by side here, you can see 53.51. Whoops. Let's go ahead and shorten that up there. There we go. All right, so a little bit hard to see here, so let's zoom on that. There we go. So there it is after the reset on the March contract here, 53.51. MML moves forward, 15-minute chart. So now you got yourself a new level downside as price action and coming down to the 41. So there it was to the downside, and we'll go over the MML chart here in a little bit. But 53.51 ended up becoming 53.41 downside. 53.71, we were actually able to go grab that early AM session and then push the MMLs down as price action just let loose. Bigger picture though, 32, there it was, right on the 4-hour chart. So we'll take a look at that pick as the MMLs did not reset on the 4-hour chart. So nice move to the downside. All right, so there it was on the NQ, and looking at the pre-session, we were also looking at the market profile from overnight. NQ, we were looking at a pretty balanced profile yesterday, overnight, pretty balanced as well. A lot of value inside. That's right, the pink line here, the VPOC and the daily gap upside, 64.75, but we're pretty much holding inside both levels. All right, it was the ES downside holding. Current price at 15 minutes prior, about 64.75 uptrend. We were holding an uptrend upside. We were looking at 23.67 upside, and we just about got there to 23.69.71. A little bit far reach, and then all the way down, ES all the way down here to 23.55. So just about there, 23.53, not too far on the MML. So let's grab a look at the pre-market. There we were. Again, not a lot of levels to the downside as we were already holding at support. So first move upside was a nice move up to the 23.67 area, major support resistance. And then obviously turnaround MML reset on the ES. And we brought it back down to the new levels, 23.59 reversal and back up. So nice move on the ES. Looking at the market overnight, we were looking at 23.63, the TPOC 23.64.50, so pretty much in value, but for the majority, well imbalanced and holding at the lowers after a double bottom from the previous overnight session and holding downside from the majority of volume from yesterday's price action. So you never know what you can expect on any given day. All right, so where do we finish out? There it is, V, the final battle for March contract. Volatile PM session, whips down with crude. VIX closes out 1230 upside. Crude, again, holding under the 50. The interesting core sector list, still about even. 12 green, 13 in the red today, and all that price action. So pretty much that's where we finished off, right? Up, price action down, back up with the V, and finishing out in the flat. All right, couple news bits and econ highlights there for today. All right, let's jump into some key charts. Not many here. It really was whether about the ESNQ all running together. Watching the NQ this morning as there was the early MML levels off to 53.51 all the way up to 53.71. Like I said, that was about it for the day. You had yourself a first entry here. Nice move. Price action back upside above the cloud. Perfect setup. Two indecision bars right at the VWAP. Bang. Yeah, you might have been stopped out. Deeper pullback and back upside, or you hang on to the tops here on the MML. Well, that was your NQ post 40 minutes. And then it was the NQ starting to move down here as price action gave way. And we had a lot of chop. I'll go ahead and show you that here on the bigger pick, but a lot of chop in the PM session, which ended up probably costing you a loss or two, but you hopefully made it up on the nice move down. So MML run from top to lows. HA bars give you a portion of that trend, or at least keep you in there to the downside. So work together and you got yourself a nice combo, and that's exactly what we got on all three charts. That's right, all three charts with a nice move under the VWAPs, clouds running down under the Globex low. All right, well, price action got to the downside. We'll see what was at that downside that bounced us back up as the NQ found some footing right off the MML lows, 53.41 after the reset. And there you go, your new low, 53.41. It was 51 prior, now major support resistance. And back upside we go, NQ, and continues to roll for a V reversal for the session on all three indices. Wow, wow, wow. All right, taking a look at the NQ full session. There she was, back to the upside. Opening price, 58.50, closing out 66.50. Not much move there in the end. Pretty much flat. There you could see there was that mid-session. You got these little pops here, but again, a couple of lines here might have thrown you off. You're watching the Globex high, you're watching the 25-minute open range. One pop above the Globex high right up here, and then you take the entry. It doesn't work out, so it comes back down, takes you out. All right, you take the loss, you wait for the next setup, and you get underneath the VWAP or underneath the cloud, and you got yourself a nice runner downside. How would you turn this around? Well, off the MMLs, great entry. Maybe you wait for the pullback, wait for the caution signal, 534, and you take the entry off the low or above the cloud, and you ride it up, back up to the highs, which was a Globex high. So pretty much the messy session, mid-session there, European area, and the close, we pretty much finish off there. Taking a look at the YM. YM a little bit straighter here. Nice move upside. Nothing to talk about here. Start to get a move here. Stop at the swing size. Swing high here, you would have been okay. If you got bailed out, you get back in underneath opening price, closing price. Come on, guys, not much, not even a 10-tick range there. So YM closes out and pins right back upside around the VWAP. So talk about a market that is got to be ready in both directions. That's the bottom line. All right, let's roll it up with ES here as price action on the ES. Managed to get back up to the VWAP here. Bang, knock on the door, back down. Opening price here, 63.75. Just manages to close out just a little bit upside, pretty much near today's open, just slightly above. So price action holding within the range here. Globex range here at the open. Really couldn't get above the daily gap here. Globex high. ES holding tight and eventually just let loose with the rest and bounce back up. Nice pullback and an entry. Same thing, MML levels as we just saw on the ES to the upside, right? Off the lows, new reset, 53.59, and you're back upside. Hey guys, let's take a look at the market profiles. We could see a lot of balance up at the uppers, long tails, excess down here. So we'll reset for tomorrow. This is the March contract. We'll go ahead and post the June contract up, see where the overnight was, and see how the balance is and see where market action might end up leading tomorrow. Again, market profile, just an evaluation to see where value is, both on a VPOC, a volume profile, and time as well. Nice combo together. There's the N. I'm sorry, that was the, have these mislabeled. That was the ES. That was the NQ mislabeled here. All right, that's your NQ. Price action here on the excess at the top with nice long tail down. And here we go. That's our ES. I apologize. ES here. Point of control from yesterday. That's how we overnight value. We pretty much traded around that for most of the session. All right, let's go ahead and jump in. Take a look at the daily gaps here. Price action, a weekly opening price as we head into Friday. Pretty much hanging just above that. We have open gaps downside, but YM the only one to close out its former gaps. What did I tell you guys? 100% of the time, open gaps get closed. So YM doing its business. Yep, from the high, 2161. You would have known that it was from up here, but once price action starting to move down, a little bit of a boost up there, and bang, close out the gap there, 831 today, and lift. ES has already closed out its open gap, so next one down, 48.75. Whether we close that out tomorrow, overnight, or into next week might be a better probability. AD lines, it was all about the NISS NYSE here. Sticking to the low, 1600, and that was it. That was the nice move down. You got the AD line, stalls at the 1600. Back upside, bang. That was good enough on the YM and ES as well. Look at that, guys. S&P right down to 250. Those are the outliers right there. And that's right. NQ thought that thing would get to 70, but no go. All right. Taking a look at some of the charts here as we see the CL crude get whip snapped again after an overnight session, pulling itself down. Again, if you want to avoid a lot of this noise, go ahead to the higher time frame. Hopefully it will keep you out of a lot of that chop. Just give you some nice long wicks, but won't give you a lot of these bars here. But either way, price action on the crude holding still under 50 is nice move here. This was probably the better of the moves here towards the low. But again, if you're taking the entries just below the cloud, you got yourself a nice move on the crude. And downside. Once price action got back up above the cloud, get yourself a long pullback, right upside, breaks the VWAP, and there's your day. Nothing is exciting on the markets on V reversals as gold. Gold just pretty much chopped up the overnight session. There was your solid move downtown. Solid Heikin-Ashi bar, solid body, tail down, shadow down. You got your sell signal under the VWAP. Bang, NQ to the down, gold to the downside. Yen started showing some promises of a move there on the overnight, of course, holding under the VWAP. Again, Draghi's comments out today affecting those top row. Price action holding under the VWAP as yen got another shot, as well as to the downside. Little pop up here around close to the European close, but that was about it after early morning pop up there on the yen. All holding under VWAP, so bigger probability, still bigger momentum still on the yen, holding downside as we get closer to the weekend. We'll talk about the weekend outlook over the weekend. I apologize as we look at the indices and the key futures markets as where we are currently, as we have been holding downside in the yen. All right, 6E holding above the cloud, monthly VWAP. Put that on your chart. Right there. You can see the resistance. Monthly, daily, monthly, weekly. Sometimes weeklies get wrapped up. Doesn't matter if you see the VWAP there. Institutional support, resistance. Price action pulls back there early morning and back. Upside pulls back. Again, maybe you got some indicator that says that's the high. Perhaps you're watching the MMLs and you took the entry short. If not, you got yourself a entry starting here underneath the cloud, but you're waiting on the VWAP. So Most of this I would have just probably held off from, and then back upside, a little bit cleaner move. Back upside above the cloud and finishes to the downside. So kind of a PM session, a little bit rough there. All right, where are we headed for tomorrow? Well, I got the June contracts up here, so let's go ahead and see where we're at as we take a bounce on the YM. We'll start with the YM here, 2781, major support here. So look for the upside move tonight to 859. If we push up there, major support 859, 859 all across the board. Anything back downside, look to 781. That's your YM forecast right now. Take a look at the ES on our time ranges from 15-minute to 60 and the 4-hour chart. 4-hour chart, lower levels 2359, 2359, major support on the 15-minute here. So that would be your back draw here, downside all the way to 2355. Bigger draw back down to 2343. I'm not sure we're going to get down there on the overnight, but it's there. Anything upside, watch for the 15-minute reset. And so you look to the 60-minute first. That would be 2375 upside. But watch for the overbought and reversal first up here between 65 and 66. Wrapping it up. And Q, 15 minutes. Here we are, back upside, 5371. What a range today, guys, as major support resistance has been holding for some time on the 60-minute. So our bigger picture right now, 5390 upside as a 4-hour chart. Bang, right up to the 5371 as we saw at the beginning of the week. And so we got all the way up there, bounce off the major support resistance, which was at the lows here. So where are we going overnight? Well, backside look to 5361. 5361. If we really trail down, watch 51 and 32. Before that, we got to hit 51. So 61, 51 being the major support here on both the hourly and the 4-hour chart. Anything lower will start to get down to 5312. That might not happen overnight. So there it is, NQ. Downside, 61, 51, all the way down to about 46. And then we jump over to the 4-hour chart to see where we might break any lower. All right, that is it. I believe I covered it all. Econ calendar for tomorrow. It's all week. It's been all about non-farm payrolls as the ADP numbers came in a little bit up today, but averaging still at the lower levels. So June contract on for tomorrow, and all our charts will shift. Volume will shift to majority. Will start to shift to the June contract again. And one of the reasons I stay on the March contract is the majority of volume is still in the March contract on Thursdays. Some platforms turn themselves over on Thursday. Majority of platforms will rotate for tomorrow to the June contract. All right, that concludes an insight into the daily trend, technical momentum of the indices and key futures markets. Feel free to stop by at tradingfibs.com or any of my social media outlets to obtain more information. My mantra, one simple strategy, any market, any chart, any time frame will keep you disciplined. You can find me every day on Twitter at TradingFibs. And as always, I leave the crystal ball to the experts. I only watch what's in front of me and on my charts. As always, leave your bias at the door when trading. And please, Jedi traders, always be ready to go in both directions on the markets intraday as they can swiftly change directions as we saw today. Perfect opportunity back to the upside if you decide to not ride that up. I get it, but you had an opportunity if your setup was there. If not, you sat it out. You got some ticks to the downside. You got a piece of the pie. That's all that counts. Hey, if you're interested in joining us in our community of like-minded traders seeking those highest probability setups, feel free to email me, David at tradingfibs.com. You may join us any Thursday or Friday to view the live chart setups as they happen in the trading day. Hey, have yourselves a Blue Zone day wherever you may be. Good day, good night, and good trading to you.